One of my all-time favorite quotes is from Vince Lombardi, the legendary coach of Green Bay Packers, the American football club. And the line goes, "Winning is a habit. Unfortunately, so is losing." Great words from Lombardi. And today I want to share another lesson from Lombardi, a lesson that's often referred to as Lombardi Time. Welcome back to Chai with Pi. Outside Lambeau Field, which is the home of the Green Bay Packers near Wisconsin, is a clock. It's a clock that was installed in 2012 as a part of over $100 million spent on remodeling the entire ground. It's a clock that faces Lombardi Avenue, an avenue that's named after the legendary coach of the Green Bay Packers, someone who helped them to 2 Super Bowl titles in a short period of about 10 or 11 years. As people crossed that lane and saw the clock on the wall, they found it strange. The clock was 15 minutes fast. It was 15 minutes ahead of what the right time was. Some people even called up the club and complained and said, "You might want to set it right. After all, you spent so much money on remodeling the club. Surely you should get the time right." They didn't really say anything. No one responded to any of those complaints until someone figured why that clock was set to being 15 minutes ahead of the real time. Flashback then to one of the things that Lombardi insisted on with his players. He would insist that every time you're called for a meeting or you need to report for practice, come in 15 minutes early. He says that will help you to gather your thoughts, to be settled. It will also give you a chance to tell other people that you respect their time. It will also give you a chance perhaps to make new friendships, get acquainted perhaps with some of the people who you may not have known, and just make for a wholly more productive environment. So his advice was simple. Every time you're called for a meeting or for practice, come in 15 minutes early. And that 15 minutes early came to be known as Lombardi Time. And when people figured that's why the clock had been set to be 15 minutes fast, it brought a smile on the faces of all the fans of the Green Bay Packers as they acknowledged what a great man Lombardi really was. In fact, Lombardi was known to say that if you are 5 minutes early for a meeting, you're already 10 minutes late. I think this is great advice for all of us, particularly in modern times. I think for some of us it's become fashionable to be late for a meeting. We'd like to get in on that call really 2-3 minutes or 5 minutes after the call has started, when everybody's waiting for us, so we can announce how I was busy with another call or I was caught up in another meeting. Bad idea. Don't let that happen. Take Lombardi's advice and try and get in early. If you have an appointment, if you have a meeting, if you need to be at a place at an appointed hour, get there 15 minutes early. It'll be a great way to announce that you're serious about your time, that you respect the occasion, that you value what other people bring to the table. And hey, you will also give yourself the time you need to gather your thoughts, to prepare and be ready for the meeting when it starts. So for all of you out there, I think this is terrific advice. Next time you have a meeting, make sure you're there on Lombardi Time, 15 minutes early. And remember that line? If you're 5 minutes early, remember you're already 10 minutes late. That's all in this week's Chai with Pi. Until next time, enjoy your chai.